job paying off the U.S. Senate and Congress, buying them off, getting them to do our bidding, getting them to weaken U.S. climate negotiations.
This money is provided by senators. This is the money to make sure we're not going to get any climate negotiations strong enough to fight climate change in the U.S. Keep our profits low.
The oil and coal industry is in full force here at the UN climate negotiations.
They do a
They've
fantastic
come
job.
a long way.
You may not see us in the halls most of the time. That's because we're in the back rooms cutting deals with you.
They do a little cold.
You know, I own 5 houses, I got 12 cars, but I got me 52 senators.
52 senators.
52 senators. And I tell you, those senators, they don't always come so cheap, but compared to the price that we're costing the environment, I think it's awful cheap indeed.
Oh, yeah, it is. You can't buy climate negotiations like this.
You know what I love about the U.S. Senate? The United States has emitted more carbon into the atmosphere than any other country in the history of the world.
Oh, yeah.
Just 100 guys, most of them, and you just kick off a few of them and you can stop anything from changing for years on end.
Do anything you want.
It's just about the best bargain I've ever seen in these parts.
Yeah. Profits, not
We
jobs.
used to have a guy in the White House, and that was nice, but now we still got enough of a hold on the Senate to stop the U.S. from doing what it needs to do, and I think as long as we can keep this up, we can make sure there won't be no climate bill in the U.S. We can stop a real deal here in Copenhagen and do this thing all right at the end.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Oh, yes.
When I started in this business, I thought I might have 10, 20 years tops before the world wise enough to all the poison we were spewing, but turns out you can keep doing this thing for decade after decade after decade, and the American people will be
Certainly is.
I'm here to protest the island countries that are claiming we need something strong and binding and ambitious and
Don't
fair.
get me started on them island
Don't get me started on them island nations either. They don't understand all states.
No, coal before island. Coal before island. They got those protest slogans all wrong.
Profit, not people, I say.
Make a huge pile of coal and make that the new island.
Oh,
So
man.
when the sea level rises, it's not a problem.
Like y'all say,
Yeah, I think
Where did that come from?
because money falling out.
All because of money. We got billions and billions of dollars as oil and coal companies.
Always had a U.S. senator.
What we got here?
Awesome folks in the U.S. Treasury print up some more.
That's fast.
Yeah.
Now that's a real deal.
Stacks of money.
That doesn't mean a real deal like a deal like an agreement and a deal like a bargain.
Yeah, we like bargains. It's just cheap.
Senators are cheap these days, I tell you.
Senators are cheaper than you'd ever believe.
They're quite cheap.
Just a little coal and oil money and you're fine.
My favorite
You
senator
help out with the elections. They think the votes count, but it's our money.
You know, I don't know which senator is my favorite. Senator Inhofe, who
Oh, I love Senator
is a good
Inhofe.
guy, but I also love them swing voters in the Senate.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when it comes down to it, over and over they just keep doing what we say
Yeah.
instead of what the voters tell them to do.
Yeah.
To me, that's to keep people together. As long as they keep coming back, I think we can. They might not get elected this time, but I think we can keep on wielding our influence and finding the Senate votes.
That's sure true.
They come through.
We paid James Inhofe over $1 million.
I'll tell you, I think it's
Marshall Blackburn, we got $130,000. You know, it ain't nothing for what we're getting out of it.
I'll tell you the thing I'm thinking about a lot lately. I'm thinking about them subsidies. We get $10 billion a year.
Oh, I love those
$10 billion
subsidies.
taxpayer money for us fossil fuel industry. I'm just hoping that nobody moves those over to climate finance.
No, that's why we're here.
That's why we're here
in Copenhagen to make sure that the fossil fuel subsidies don't start going to the climate financing, because that would just ruin us.
That's right, and it might be popular to move fossil fuel subsidies over to get a strong climate deal, but we know that what's popular and what's right don't always happen as long as we're strong enough to
Yeah.
follow.
I think we need to get all them new projects, get them off the table. We got coal, we got oil. That's all we need.
Girl, baby, friend.
That's how
Yeah. Who needs clean energy or good jobs when we got coal and oil?
Let's toss off the mountains and then put them in the streams.
Yes,
Take a
blast
little
those
bit of coal out.
There's
Right.
coal in them mountains.
Yeah.
Let a lot of carbon into the sky. I think there's nothing like a
Sky's
carbonized
the limit.
sunrise. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Sunset
That's
just
right.
covered in carbon.
Yeah.
we could take the oxygen out. I think that'd be even better.
Yeah.
Just for
subsidies for us, not for climate finance. That's what we're saying today. We want the money to go to us. We get $10 billion in subsidies today, and we want it tomorrow, and that's why we're here for climate negotiations.
So the money for everybody to go around, buy us some cent.
energy interest of people. We're a group of lobbyists for the fossil fuel industry, big coal and big oil, and we're here to protest this idea of moving subsidies for fossil fuel companies over to financing for developing countries to fight climate change. We get $10 billion a year in taxpayer subsidies right now, and we'd like to keep that money flowing, even though that money could seal a strong deal here in Copenhagen. So we just want to make sure all those legislators and senators that we've been paying all kinds of money to, lobbying, campaign contributions, we want to make sure they stay in line and don't do anything that could stop catastrophic climate change in its tracks, because that'd be a disaster for us. To get a strong climate deal here in Copenhagen will require billions of dollars to help developing countries adapt to climate change and to grow in a clean, green way. And the United States spends $10 billion a year right now on subsidies to fossil fuel companies. The new poll found that a strong majority of Americans would rather move those subsidies for big oil and big coal, move that into financing to help developing countries fight climate change. It's a popular idea, and we're hoping that President Obama and the U.S. Senate see the light and support moving fossil fuel subsidies into climate financing so we can get a real deal in Copenhagen and stop catastrophic climate change before it hurts us all.
Yeah.